What's happening, Vape fam? This is Joe of All Vapes coming at you with another e-juice review. As per usual, it is so friggin' chilly right now. It's about 35 degrees here in the Vape Cave. I am double jacketing this, and I suffer for your pleasure because that's the kind of guy that I am. What can I say? I got a heater in between my legs right now, filling me up with hot air right about to here, as if I needed any more hot air to be filled up with. But let's get right to this. So, Time Zone e-liquids. This is awesome stuff. First of all, check out the label on this guy. Okay, I love the cobalt blue. The label is totally blinged out. This one in particular is called 1992 Peteluma, California. So here's the cool thing about Time Zone e-liquids. First of all, there are 7 signature flavors in this lineup, and every single one of the flavors is named after a presumed UFO sighting somewhere around either the continental United States or around the world. Now, I only say presumed because I haven't done all the research in every one of these bottles. Quite a few of them that I have, I mean, it's pretty cool information actually if you go to look them up, which is kind of fun to do as you get these bottles. Every particular flavor lies into a new UFO sighting. Tons of information go on to these sightings. I mean, Wikipedia has just got long lists of all this stuff. It's really, really cool. It's kind of a fun little additive that goes along with these flavors. So there's 7 flavors, like I said. I'm going to try and kind of compact all of these as much as possible, be as pithy as I possibly can, while giving as much information into these as possible. First of all, I want to say, this is one of the most awesome brands that I have tasted in a while. With 7 flavors to choose from, I wasn't sure whether or not how many of them I was going to like, if any of them I liked at all. Time Zone e-liquids really have a solid quality lineup here, and it is just amazing stuff. The flavors, wait for it, true to profile, incredibly true to profile. If you know me, if you've seen my reviews, you know that true to profile coming out of my mouth means that it's going to be good stuff, solid vapor that all of us are going to enjoy. It multifaceted. Quality, time, structure, passion, investment, just what they put into this stuff. Why I'm not hearing more and more about this brand is beyond me. But obviously, they really do have some good quality stuff here. They're all over social media, so definitely go and check out Time Zone e-liquids. That's time_zone_e-liquids on Instagram, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're going to start with the first flavor, and this one is the Peteluma, California, like I just showed you. Absolutely love the cobalt blue bottles. And this is a Nectarine apricot pomegranate. The first thing you notice when you open up the bottle is the nectarine. I love nectarines. I haven't had a good nectarine in I don't know how long. But nectarines are kind of a unique fruit. They're very tart, but they're also pretty sweet. On top of that, the apricots are typically always kind of a mellow, sweet flavor on top of the pomegranate, which is kind of like it tastes almost like a dry red wine in my opinion. So the 3 of those mixed together add for just a really pleasant combination of tart, sweet, dry, and bold, which is pretty unique in my opinion. I typically don't like just the straight up fruit flavors, but this one was pretty solid. A nice even blend of all 3 of them. The one thing that I will say about all these guys' flavors, that every time I opened up the bottle, I could literally smell or taste, if you will, the difference of each and every one of these flavors. If you kind of picture an apricot in your mind while you're smelling the bottle, you can taste it. I mean, you can sense it. The same thing with the apricot and the pomegranate. Pomegranate is very distinctive, especially through taste. Not as much through smell, in my personal opinion, but I can definitely smell it in there, and I definitely could taste it. It's very solid vapor. Not too high in the VG, but it's an even VG to PG ratio, so a lot of the sum-overs are going to love this, especially if you're big into a flavor chaser. Of course, you can drip it, but you're not going to get as big a clouds as some of the thicker VG formula stuff. So the Peteluma, California, really good as far as a decent, even mixed fruit blend. The next one is Snowflake, Arizona. Look at that picture. That looks like something out of the X-Files. That's really slick. And this one is an apple pie, caramel, and whipped cream. Oh my God, man. Let me tell you, the apple was tart, kind of tasted like a combination between maybe Fuji and Granny Smith. The caramel was very rich, very sweet, and the cream was so subtle but definite. I mean, you definitely could taste it there. Another one of those bottles where you open it right up, you're smelling all 3 of those flavors, tertiary blend, if you will. Very, very evenly mixed. The mixologist definitely knew what he was doing on this one, or she. You know, I'm open to all suggestions here. But you know, another one, very even blend, very, very refreshing as far as the apple was concerned. You can even taste just kind of a spicy little bit of a crust somewhere in there. Maybe it's me, you know, I don't know. But you know, thinking outside the box, looking in. Very, very decent stuff. If you like fruit flavors, if you like desserts, this is probably going to be up your bag. And I'm willing to bet that the breakfast vapors are going to love this stuff too. So, I mean, you know, caramel apple pie with whipped cream. How can you go wrong? The next one is Roswell, New Mexico. You can see the little sample watermark over there because this is specifically for Joval Vapes. And this one is a butterscotch banana cream peanut butter. Man, let me tell you, if you can get any richer than this, I'd like to find the guy that can make that, you know what I'm saying? But this was amazing stuff. Every single one of the flavors is present in every one of the vapes. I thought that the butterscotch was just a little light as in comparison to the banana cream and the peanut butter. Typically, the peanut butter, as far as peanut butter vapes are concerned, like the peanut butter and jellies and whatnot, that one is the, you know, usually the one that kind of comes up the lightest for me. But I could taste it. It was pretty definite in there. The butterscotch was light, but by no means was it missing. So it was a very even blend. The banana cream, I think, was the strongest flavor in this tertiary mix for me. Very, very solid blend. I tasted the butterscotch immediately on the inhale, and on the exhale, a mixture of the banana cream with the peanut butter. A little bit of peanut butter on the inhale as well, but the banana cream is present throughout the entire vape. Very, very good vape, solid clouds, excellent flavor. So those of you that are the dessert vapors, you're going to absolutely flip over backwards for this one. Like I said, I don't know how you can do any more rich and deep and decadent than this flavor. It's really, really good. I mean, they've got their stuff down so far. So we're going to get into the other 4 flavors here and see what else is up. Next one is Rendlesham Forest. And this one actually is out of the UK. It's another awesome little UFO sighting, but it is a mango strawberry pineapple blend. Reason I like this one is because it was ultra refreshing. It's definitely one of those flavors that I like to vape in between other deep and rich flavors because I am a dessert vapor that sort of recalibrates my taste buds. Very solid taste to it, very sweet, very tangy, very tart, but not too much on the berry. It's an even mixture of all 3 of those flavors. You know, pineapple and mango together is just way into the tropical breeze for me, which I love. Mango is a very mellow flavor to it, but very sweet, kind of back, you know, just kind of sitting in the back a little bit. And when the strawberry comes through, it's a little bit sweeter. And then finally the pineapple with kind of that tart tang with just kind of a special type of sweetness to it. So it definitely has a very tropical taste to it. If you like some of that mixed berry stuff, if you like some of the mixed fruit flavors, this one is definitely going to be on your A game. Very, very solid flavor. Again, good flavor for the flavor chasers, good clouds, not too heavy on the cloud so you can sub it, you can drip it one way or the other, but an even blend of all 3. The next one is 1952 Washington, D.C. Again, Google that shiz. So we're looking at, you know, just very a simple flavor. And this was kind of a cool one for them to throw in. This is Red Sports Drink. It's pretty much how it's described on the website, Red Sports Drink. So I'm not going to name any names because heaven forbid I actually get sued. Yes, little old me, who knows? I mean, there's always somebody out there with a craw to pick. But what I can tell you is that this stuff is incredibly like that Red Sports Drink that you bust out of the refrigerator, get at your corner store right after, you know, hanging out all summer day, running around doing whatever as a kid. Really, really true to profile. It's very sweet. It's one of my favorite flavors, kind of a tropical punch with a little bit of a watermelon kick in the background. I taste a little bit of strawberry, but it's more so just kind of an even blend of some of your favorite fruits with some of the heavier on the watermelon, the berries and whatnot that add just kind of that tasty little red tropical punch kind of flavor to it. So if I didn't know any better, I'd say it was more of a tropical punch flavor because I think that's just because what my personal taste buds attach to. But it's a really good flavor. And yeah, maybe you're not going to get the electrolytes with this as you would in those sports drinks, but you're also not going to get the sugar. So vape guilt-free, you know what I'm saying, guys? This one's going to take you back. It's a very refreshing vape, pretty sweet, but not too overbearing. So it's a nice one to vape in between some of the heavier stuff, and I think you guys are going to dig it as much as I did. The next one is 1965 Kecksburg, Pennsylvania. Okay, so this one is a blood orange vanilla gelato. So let me explain something to you. First of all, blood orange is almost a flavor, a fruit in itself. It's not like any orange you've ever tasted. If you bust open the bottle and you smell it, it has a very deep, earthy, almost a perfumey sense to it. But the vanilla is solid and true to flavor. The gelato is a little bit more of kind of like a custard type of ice cream. Really thick, really rich, very creamy. But you throw the blood orange on top of that, it turns it into something completely different. If any of you guys have ever tried Swiss orange ice cream, it's kind of a dark chocolate with sort of like a deep tangerine flavor to it. Think of something completely on the other end of the spectrum, but with a similar orange taste to it, but something totally different. Blood orange comparison to any other flavor as far as fruits are concerned on the spectrum is very difficult to do because nothing really does quite taste like blood orange other than blood orange. It's a very, very rich flavor. It's incredibly sweet, but it's something so different. It's sort of more on the lines of what a pomegranate tastes like. It's definitely fruity, but there's definitely something going on in there that just makes it very different, incredibly special. This was a wonderful, wonderful flavor. This will definitely appeal to the fruit lovers and the dessert vapors alike. I think if you want something that is a combination of deep and rich while being refreshing and sort of a palate cleanser all at once, anything with blood orange is just an A+ in my bag. So this one was definitely probably my favorite out of the entire lineup. And last but not least, 1997 Phoenix, Arizona is the last flavor in the Time Zone Liquids lineup. So this one is basically a grape Skittle cotton candy. And it doesn't say grape Skittle, let me put it to you that way, on the description on the website. It just says grape cotton candy, but it is, I mean, it tastes just like I'm chewing on grape Skittles. It's a wonderful flavor, almost kind of like grape Kool-Aid even too. I mean, grape vapes, grape candy, grape drinks, pretty much, other than like, a lemonade or a fruit punch are among probably the nation's most favorite flavor as far as candy and confections are concerned, as well as drinks and sodas. Put grape in anything, and as long as it's true to profile and not too thick and syrupy tasting, it's going to be excellent. This one was very light, very refreshing, tangy, but the cotton candy brought in sort of kind of like this creamy consistency, mellow midline sweetness to it that brought it almost down to kind of a bakery quality vape, while also being fun and very energetic to the taste buds. So it's definitely something worth switching up from even some of the other little bit more straight up fruit flavors, just kind of like the Rendlesham, it's a solid mixture. I love how they got such an even blend of everything going on in there. Especially, I mean, that's something that goes across the entire lineup of these guys. Time Zone really did go out of their way in many ways. As far as the marketing, I love the blue cobalt bottles, the labeling, it's very blinged out. The one really cool theme about all of this is the UFO sightings that go along with every one of the flavors, and the flavor profiles are very unique. The blendings are straight spot on. I don't really ever think that these are going to need to be steeped. Now, I have had it steeped just for a little while because I've had some major setbacks in some of my video editing software, so I haven't gotten to this one for quite some time, but it may have improved the flavor, because let me tell you, these are dynamite, and I'm willing to bet these are dynamite right out of the bottle, because I have spoken to a lot of you guys who have said that Time Zone e-liquids are always on their vape shelf, and let me tell you something, I'm sensing some all-day vapes out of this mix-up. So let's kind of sum this up, make a nice little tight package, if you will. Time Zone e-liquid has come up with some very unique flavors, incredible fun themes that go along with all these flavors, awesome, gorgeous bottles, very attractive labeling, and this is just one brand out of two different brands that they have, because they have a Dr. Picnic's Elixir, and I bet you guys have heard of that one too. All part of the same major company, and I will be doing a Dr. Picnic's Elixir review coming up here within the next couple months, so definitely look out for that. What I want you to do right now, though, is go on to Time Zone eLiquid on Instagram. It's time_zone_eLiquids, and give them a shot, give them a follow, check out all the pictures that they have. These guys have been at multiple vape conventions. They're spreading the name, spreading the word, and it's really, really good stuff. Now, if you want to go online and check out these guys' online web store, it's actually going to be under drpicnics.com. That's their main brand. So you're going to find Time Zone and Dr. Picnics all on one website. You're going to find better descriptions. You're going to see the exact VG to PG ratios, as well as the size of the bottles that you can buy these in and the nicotine amounts per milligram that does it for you. So Time Zone eLiquids, I just want to say I am so sorry I couldn't get this out for you sooner, but thank you very much for your patience, and above all, thank you for supporting Joe of All Vapes. Really, really, really amazing e-liquid. I can't say enough about you guys. Sometimes, you know, I can find a con out of some of the flavors from a lot of companies that send stuff to me. Time Zone e-liquids definitely has really, really awesome flavors. They've gone out of their way. Their mixologists definitely know what he or she is doing. So, you know, I can't pump these guys up enough. If you want good quality vapes, I can guarantee you out of all 7 flavors, Time Zone is going to have something that you're looking for. So, once again, if you like this review, and I really appreciate you sticking with me, please spread the word here, Joe of All Vapes on YouTube. Check me out at joeofallvapes_2 on Instagram. I had an awesome giveaway for the month of March that went out to a couple different people, and they're very, very happy with what they have. But I've got 2 awesome giveaways for the month of April coming out. One is going to be a massive one with my boys over at Kingdom Elixir. If you've never tried Kingdom Elixir, definitely go onto the Instagram page and check these guys out. I love them to death. Some of the best e-juice I've ever tasted, period. And I'm not just saying that. The other giveaway is going to be a very special giveaway because I am about 500 followers away from the 10,000 mark on Instagram. And my mind is blown with you guys. I still don't quite understand what it is you dig about me as much as you do, but hey, I ain't going to question it. But what I am going to do is give a big fat thank you to my vape community. A lot of you guys, my subscribers, are my followers on Instagram and vice versa, so I want to give back. And I'm going to have a giveaway. Once I reach 10,000 followers, an epic giveaway to rival all of my giveaways. It's going to have everything that you'll need to vape for days, clouds for days, flavor, taste, maybe even a little bit of hardware. I don't want to give away too much, but definitely look out for that next month. That's only about a week away. Keep your eyes peeled. The closer I get to 10,000 followers, the closer you're going to get to entering that contest and winning just a butt ton of goodies. So please keep an eye out for that. Thank you very much. One last thing I want to say is love each other, love yourselves, and above all, keep it cloudy.